Picture the Monopoly man. Does he wear a monocle? If you said yes, you're wrong. He never has. And you're not alone. Most people insist he does. That's not a trick question. That's a false memory, and you just experienced one live in the last 5 seconds. Now here's the part that should actually worry you. This isn't happening to you about board game characters. It's happening to you right now, about your own life, and there's no warning label when it does. By the end of this video, you're going to distrust at least one memory you were completely sure about. Let's start with why your brain does this. So, why does this happen? Your brain doesn't store memories like a video file. It stores fragments, a feeling, a color, a rough shape, and every time you recall something, you're not playing back a recording. You're rebuilding it from scratch, using whatever fragments you've got, plus your assumptions about what probably happened. Psychologist Elizabeth Loftus proved exactly how flexible this rebuilding is. She showed people a video of a car crash, then asked half of them how fast the cars were going when they contacted each other, and asked the other half how fast they were going when they smashed into each other. Same video, different word. The smashed group didn't just guess higher speeds. A week later, many of them remembered broken glass at the scene. There was no broken glass. Their brains added it in because smashed implied it should be there. This same reconstruction process is exactly what's happening with the Monopoly man. And it's not just him. Ask someone to picture Curious George, and most people will describe his tail. He's never had one. He's a monkey without a tail, in a franchise that's over 80 years old, and millions of people are confident about a body part that doesn't exist. Same thing with the Fruit of the Loom logo. Most people remember a cornucopia, a horn overflowing with fruit, sitting behind the actual fruit. It was never there. And the Berenstain Bears. You've probably read that name in your head as Berenstein, with an E. It's not. It never was. This effect even has a name. The Mandela Effect, after the widely shared false memory that Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 1980s. He didn't. He was released, became president of South Africa, and died in 2013. So why does this keep happening, over and over, to completely unrelated memories? Two things are stacking on top of each other. First, your brain fills gaps with what's plausible, not what's true. A monkey named Curious George should have a tail, so your brain quietly adds one. Second, when other people share the same wrong memory, it doesn't make you question it. It makes you more confident. Because if everyone remembers it that way, surely it has to be true. Except it doesn't work that way. It just means everyone's brain made the same plausible guess. Here's the part that should actually bother you. In every one of these examples, the people who were wrong weren't unsure. They were confident. Some of them will argue with you about the monocle, the tail, the cornucopia, right up until you show them proof. Confidence and accuracy are not the same thing, and your brain gives you zero warning when the two split apart. There's no little flag that pops up saying this memory has been edited. It just feels exactly as real as the memories that are actually true. And this isn't limited to cartoon monkeys and board game mascots. The exact same process is running on your own life. Right now, the argument you remember having, the way that vacation actually went, what your ex actually said. Some of it is reconstructed. You just can't tell which parts. So, here's what to actually do with this. Next time you're completely sure about a memory, especially one that's convenient, or that confirms what you already believed, that confidence is not proof. It's just your brain, quietly filling gaps the same way it did with a cartoon monkey's tail. The people most likely to get burned by this aren't the ones with bad memories. They're the ones who never questioned a good one. If this messed with your head a little, that's the point. Follow for more of your brain doing things you didn't